Yo, what's up, guys? Back into the live commentary session. Then we've carried on basically from the WWE commentary, so it's all one big thing. We're just gonna have to edit
we're just gonna edit it all down later. So.
Here I've got a big, nice. Well, not big. It's a nice creepypasta to read to you. So I've not read it through yet. So if I get any mistakes, just you know, I'll edit that out. James is going to be playing today a lovely game called Anarchy Reigns.
Yep, and it's so fucking good.
Basically,
it's just basically all out action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll show you the character now.
Just take me through. Baron, Big Bull, Zero, Sasha, Nikolai, Leo, Durga, Guardia,
Garuda,
Anarchy, Douglas, Max, Arin,
Farin, and Rin.
Okay, Max, back to them.
Bayonetta.
Oh.
So, who am I going to be?
Oh, go back to Zero.
Zero?
Yeah, man. Zero. Okay.
All I'm going to be doing is just basically running around in the free little world thing and killing
some things.
Shitloads of enemies while Ollie reads a little creepypasta thingy out.
So, you ready for this, guys? You ready? Alright, let's go. This is not my personal story, by the way. This is one I've put off the internet. So I'll be reading from someone else's perspective. So today I used Google Hangout, no more Skype, to speak with my father, who still lives in Montenegro. Montenegro, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It was already night time over there, and he was enjoying a couple of drinks. When that man drinks, boy, does he like to talk. About 30 minutes into telling him how he used to be a chick magnet back in the day, my phone rings. My ringtone is a classical composition called Por Uno Cabeza. I hit the ignore button and go back to the computer. Sorry, Dad, go on, I said. No response. Dad? Nothing. Since my phone rang, my father became at least 2 shades paler. Dad, what's going on? I asked, worried. That music, where's it from? He barely managed to mutter. It's just some song I like. Why? The last time I heard that... ... My dad is a tough guy. He rarely shows emotion, and seeing him this affected, even under the influence of alcohol, made me worried. Dad, tell me, what is it? Have I ever told you about the Gypsy Orchestra? He said, not looking at me, on Skype, or Google Hangout.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I don't know. No, is that another one of your adventures? I joked. His face remained expressionless, which wiped the smile from mine immediately. This is what my father told me, written from his perspective. Back in the 80s, in Yugoslavia, is that
Yugoslavia.
Yeah, Yugoslavia. We used to have it good, much better than you guys today. Sure, it was communism everywhere, but hey, you were guaranteed a job as soon as you got out of school, and crime rates were nearly at zero. Life was good for everyone, well, mostly everyone. Only people who were still discriminated by gypsies.
Yeah.
People who were discriminated by gypsies. Basically, people who got discriminated by gypsies had it rough. You know anything about them? No? It's said that gypsies came from an Indian tribe and have struggled through the world for centuries. They have no status anywhere, and the great majority of them are beggars. Well, they're not in this country.
No.
They basically live like kings.
I know.
They usually play music on the streets, asking for spare change. They don't trust me. Some people ignore them, some help them, and some are just arseholes to them. That's me.
Yeah.
My roommates, Dave, and I used to go out every weekend. We'd get tanked, and chase any little tail that tried to have us. I think that's little gypsies.
No, tails are like, well, basically whenever you go out chasing tail, you go out to find girls.
Oh right, okay. I mean, we got tanked and chased. I didn't know that. And chase any tail that'd have us. I thought it was little gypsy boys.
No.
Chase them. Anyway, back to the story. This is meant to be a creepy story, so I'll dull the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, this one Friday night, we got pretty drunk, and since no girl would go for our advancements, we decided to walk back home. It was snowing big time, but being a poor college student, taxi was a luxury we couldn't afford. About 15 minutes into stumbling through the knee-high snow, we get to our building. As we enter, we hear music. It was a song that just played on your phone. What was it called? I don't know what it's called.
I don't have a clue.
You have to look back apparently on the page, but I can't bother to do that. Anyways, Dave turns the hallway light on, and in the corner of the entrance, sitting there, is a little gypsy kid playing his harmonica. "Please, can you spare some change?" says the little retarded kid.
Little retarded kid.
No, I'll just put that in there. So he's putting his hand out towards Dave. Dave doesn't respond, but just keeps looking at him with his bloodshot drunk eyes. I felt sorry for the kid, so I scrambled through my pocket and dug out some quarters. "Here, kid," I said, handing him the change. At that moment, with a force fueled by what I assume was alcohol and anger, Dave slaps the money out of the child's hands and punches him in the face.
Alright.
I know.
Child abuse.
What the fuck, man? I hold myself from yelling so I don't wake up the neighbours. Fucking gypsies. Fucking gypsies dirtying up my building, he screams, looking at the kid. The child is motionless, still with his arm out, looking right at Dave. "Get the fuck out," he yells, grabbing the kid's shirt and pulling him towards the door. "Stop it. Fucking stop it." I'm now yelling too. Dave, being much larger than me, pushes me back and proceeds to drag the kid outside. "And don't let me ever see you here again, you little fuck." Dave threatens the child. This is proper brutal.
Ain't it?
The child is now standing barefoot in the snow that is easily up to his hips. It's deep snow.
Ain't it?
He's still holding his harmonica, and I can see him shaking in the cold. "You don't not want this, do you?" the child said in the quietest voice. His jaw was trembling because of the cold. "What?" screams Bessim, even more. That's it, Dave. I changed his name.
His name to Dave.
His name's Bessim, but I changed it to Dave. Sorry. Screams Dave, even more enraged. "You little fuck!" I tried stopping him, but he was way too strong for me to do anything. Dave walked out and slapped the kid so hard that the child fell back into the snow. I ran after him. This is seriously it. Look, this is crazy. Look. Here.
Oh yeah.
"For the love of God, man, that's enough," I said, grabbing Dave's jacket. "Let's get back inside into the warm."
Oh, shit.
As we were walking back into the building, we hear the child behind us. Let's just move the mic closer. We hear the child behind us. "You shouldn't have done this," in a dark, evil voice. We turn around and the kid is standing back up. I squeeze Dave's jacket as hard as I can because I can feel that he's about to go and try and kill this child.
Alright.
Instead of running outside, Dave takes an unopened beer that he had in his coat pocket and launches it at the kid. The can hit the kid right in the forehead. It was absurd, really, how quite that happened. You can hear a silent thump and see the child falling back and disappearing in the snow. "You sick fuck," I screamed, looking at Bessim, looking Dave straight in the eyes. "Oh, so sorry, this is not scary." Looking Dave straight in the eyes. Then I ran back out. The kid was lying in the snow. It was completely bright red where the blood burst out of his head. "You killed him!" I yelled back at Dave, scared that he really might have murdered the child. Dave, looking scared, came to take a look at what he'd done. The light on the first floor balcony turned on. "We have to get the fuck out of here," Dave said. "No, he needs help," I responded, trying to feel the child's pulse. "Jesus, man, it's a fucking gypsy, man. And if someone sees us, we're going to jail." It was hard to think at that moment. There we go. It was hard to think at this moment about what we were going to do. I was scared, so I got up and ran back inside with Dave. I'm not proud of that. I did call the ambulance from the apartment. I'm not sure if they ever got to him. Gypsies aren't exactly a #1 priority for ambulance people. The next day I spent in a screaming fight with Dave. We came close to actually fist fights at times. I'd call the police on him, but he wouldn't even get fined for beating up a gypsy. I locked myself in the room, not wanting to see that man ever again. I fell asleep late that night. Around 4 AM, I heard music. That wasn't particularly strange because Dave used to stay up late all night drinking and listening to shitty songs. The problem was that I recognised that song. It was a song that the kid had been playing in the hallway the previous night. I thought that the child may have recovered and returned to the hallway. I got up wanting to see if it was really him. If it was, I had to get him out of here before Dave discovered him. Wow.
What the fuck? This is like some sort of next-gen child abuse.
This is horrible. When I got out of my room, I froze. The music wasn't coming from outside. It was coming from Dave's room. It was clear, no doubt in my mind, that it was the same song from last night. I slowly walked over to Dave's room and silently knocked on the door. No response. The music was still playing. "Dave, you alright?" I asked. receiving no answer. I had to look
Ooh.
inside.
It's got a new ability.
Oh, you got a new ability.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright.
Carry on.
No problem. It's alright. I had to look inside. I wish I hadn't. I hadn't. But my fucking curiosity, sorry, back to burp, was stronger than my brain. I propped the door open. The music stopped. The room was dark and it was only lit by the streetlight from outside. From the position I was standing in, I could only see Bessim's head on the pillow. Dave. Fuck you, Bessim. I changed it because I thought it was going to be a hard name to keep saying, but obviously it's not.
Apparently Dave's too hard.
To say. He was awake, his head was turned towards me and his eyes were open, wide open, as in absolutely terrified wide open. Dave, I whispered, scared. His eyes widened even more. I opened the door completely, then I saw him. Then I fucking saw him. At the bottom of Dave's bed, right by his feet, kneeled the gypsy kid from last night. He was looking straight at me. What the fuck? I managed to say this as my jaw dropped in shock. The kid brought the harmonica in his mouth. Get out now, he said quietly, looking very serious. That's the kid. The kid said that to him. The streetlight shone up upon him, and I saw that he was still bleeding from his forehead. I have no idea how he was still alive with that much blood coming out in the past couple of days. What are you doing to him? I whispered, nearly motionless in fear. They're coming. You should leave right now, the child said, turning back to Dave. He puts the harmonica back into his mouth and started playing the music again. I stood there for another half a minute or so. I just read something else. Oh, right, I lost my line, sorry. I stood there for another half a minute or so, not sure what to do. Dave was just lying in his bed, paralysed. His eyes said it all. Horror, that's exactly what they said. Horror. I'm not sure that if he was in pain, but I'm positive he was horrified. Who wouldn't be? Get out, now! I jumped, the kid was looking at me, and yes, it was dark. But I swear his eyes got much blacker because I couldn't see the white in his eyes anymore. I had to get out. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew it wasn't safe in there. As I was closing the door, I saw something that will stay with me forever. The child started biting Bessim's foot. I'm not even fucking kidding. He didn't bite it violently, he just put his mouth around his toes. I looked at Dave, and I could see the tears running down his cheeks. His eyes begged me for help, but I couldn't do it. I had to get away, as far away as possible. As I was leaving the apartment, I noticed the snow and water on our living room floor, which the kid had brought in when he came through the door. I thought, shutting the door. Oh, bloody hell, you're just getting loads of achievements today. It's too good. I chose the best character for you. This is the final climax.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
I thought, shutting the door, I could hear the music coming from Dave's room once again. Only this time it sounded more complex, as if there weren't only one person playing anymore. I wasn't going to stick around to find out, but running down the stairs I saw more snow. A lot more. There was no single way that the one child could bring in all of this snow by himself, on his feet. When I got outside the building, I stopped. Hundreds of fresh footprints led right to our entrance. Dun, dun, dun. I never spoke to Dave ever again. I never went back. That was the end.
Fair play.
Sorry about that. That was my first little CreepyPasta I read, but I might read some more out one time.
Fair play.
That was good. Right.
You can do a boss now, so.
Oh, you can do a boss. Okay.
Yeah.
We might have to split this into 2 parts because it's quite.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes long, so.
Yeah, this may be split into 2 parts.
Yeah, this will probably be in part 2, so.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Oh, is this a boss?
Yeah.
Whoa, she looks a bit gay.
Anyway, let's keep all this topic. Right. Oh yes, and I get to play as
0.
custom character, yeah.
Is this your custom character?
No, well, I meant like chosen character.
Oh, okay. Let's see this. Holy crap.
What the fuck? What's she doing now?
She's doing now. Oh, she just drained loads of power. What did she do there?
I don't know.
Change the colour of the sky. Yeah.
I'm assuming she's just summoned loads of stuff. No? Okay.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Okay.
That's fair.
Whoa, fireman. How is she not dead? How many slashes? Oh no, she's not got any cuts or anything probably.
Hey, no.
Next cutscene when it goes back to her, I bet she has no cuts.
What am I doing?
Oh god. Oh. It's so ferocious, the cuts. There's rocks flying out the ground.
Ain't it?
How are you not be decapitated almost instantly from this? Look, whoa.
There we go. Now finish this bitch off.
Slam it to the ground. Oh, that was brutal. Look at the blood. Period. Alright, okay.
Yeah, that was just a short boss.
That's just a nice short little boss. Are we right to end it here now?
Platinum Anarchy. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's part 2, mate, I guess, of our video, because we probably have to split it up, aren't we?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. It's been great doing these little live commentaries today, so be sure to keep tuning in to watch some more live commentaries and more gameplay from Halo. Peace out.